Number 10. Topkapi Royal Residence. First developed by Mehmet the Conqueror in the 15th century, this marvelous palace next to the Bosphorus was where the sultans of the Ottoman Empire ruled over their dominances up till the 19th century. The vast facility is a spectacular display screen of Islamic art, with luxurious yards lined with complex hand-painted tile work, connecting a warren of sumptuously enhanced spaces, all bounded by battlemented walls and towers. Of the many highlights right here, the most popular is the harem, the second court, where you can walk through the vast royal residence kitchen areas as well as marvel at the dazzling interior of the imperial council chamber, as well as the third court, which consisted of the sultan's exclusive spaces. The third court also displays an excellent collection of antiques of the Prophet Muhammad in the sacred safekeeping space and also is home to the imperial treasury, where you're welcomed with a cache of glimmering gold objects and valuable gems that will make your eyes water. To fully see Topkapi Palace, you'll need at least half a day. Number 9. Blue Mosque. Sultan Ahmed I's a grand building present to his resources was this lovely mosque, generally called the Blue Mosque today. Built between 1609 and 1616, the mosque caused a furor throughout the Muslim globe when it was ended up, as it had 6 minarets. A 7th turret was ultimately gifted to capital to stem the descent. The mosque gets its nickname from its interior decoration of tens of countless Iznik ceramic tiles. The entire spatial and also the color result of the interior makes the mosque one of the finest accomplishments of Ottoman style. A fantastic sightseeing joy of a journey to Istanbul is straying amid the gardens sandwiched between Heaven Mosque as well as the Hagia Sophia to experience their dueling domes in twin glory. Come with dusk for added setting, as the call to petition mirrors out from the Blue Mosque's turret. Directly behind the Blue Mosque is the Arasta Mart, an excellent area for a purchasing quit as the invention shops here market top-notch souvenirs. Even if you're not curious about a browse, head below to see the Great Palace Mosaic Museum, which is put in between the Arasta Mart and the mosque. This tiny museum displays the 250 square meter fragment of mosaic pavement that was discovered in the 1950s below. Excellent info panels describe the mosaic flooring's recovery as well as subsequent rescue. Number 8. Basilica Tank. The Basilica Tank is among Istanbul's a lot of unexpected tourist attractions. This massive, palace-like below-the-ground hall, supported by 336 columns in 12 rows, as soon as kept the royal water supply for the Byzantine emperors. The project was started by Constantine the Great, however, ended up by Emperor Justinian in the 6th century. A number of the columns made use of in construction were reused from earlier classic frameworks and also attribute attractive carvings. The most well-known of these are the column bases known as the Medusa rocks in the northwest corner with their Medusa head makings. A sea here is very atmospheric with the columns magnificently lit as well as the soft, stable drip of water around you. Number 7. Hippodrome. The ancient hippodrome was started by Septimius Severus in advertisement 203 as well as completed by Constantine the Great in AD 330. This was the center of Oriental public life and also the scene of remarkable games as well as chariot races, however also factional disputes. Today, there isn't much of the hippodrome delegated see, besides a small section of the gallery wall surfaces on the southern side. However, the Et Maidani, which currently stands on the site, is house to a variety of monoliths. On the northwest side is a water fountain, presented to the Ottoman Sultan by the German Emperor William II in 1898. Then, heading southwest are 3 old monuments, a 20-meter-high Egyptian obelisk, the snake column brought here from Delphi by Constantine, and also a stone obelisk that originally was outfitted in gold-covered bronze layering till they were swiped by the soldiers of the Fourth Crusade in 1204. Number 6. Grand Exposition. For many site visitors, sightseeing in Istanbul is as much regarding purchasing as galleries and also significant attractions, as well as the Grand Exposition is where every person comes. This enormous covered market is basically the world's initial mall, taking up a whole city quarter, bordered by thick wall surfaces, in between the Nur Osmaniye Mosque as well as Bayazit Mosque. The Bayazit Mosque itself occupies the site of Theodosius I's discussion forum as well as has a style influenced by the Hagia Sophia. Entrance to the Fate is via among 11 entrances where a puzzle of vaulted ceiling laneways, lined by shops and stalls marketing every Turkish memento and also handicraft you can visualize, cover the area. The various professions are still mostly segregated into certain areas, which makes searching much easier. Near the Fates Divanulu Caddesi entryway is the burned column. This stump of a porphyry column was set up by Constantine the Great in his online forum. Until 1105, it bore bronze statuary of Constantine. Number 5. Seasoning Exchange. The Flavor Exchange is the area to get your food lover solution of lokum, Turkish joy, dried out fruit, nuts, herbs, and, obviously, flavors. Much of the cash that aided build it originated from the tax obligations the footrest federal government imposed on Egyptian-made products, which is why its name in Turkish ways Egyptian market. The spice marketplace is one of the most popular things to do, as well as at particular times of the day obtains unbelievably crowded with big scenic tour teams from the anchored cruise liner. Attempt to find in the past 11 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Just beside the seasoning fair's main entrance is the magnificent Yeni Camii, which was started in 1615 as well as finished in 1663. That's new for Istanbul. It is worthwhile taking a peek inside while you're sightseeing and tour in the location, as the inside is highly enhanced with tile work and liberal use of the gold leaf. Number 4. Dolmabahce. Say Palace. The luxurious and also ornate Dolmabahce royal residence reveals the clear impact of European decor and also design on the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. Constructed by Sultan Abdülmecid I in 1854, it replaced Topkapi royal residence as the primary house of the sultans. The official gardens are punctuated with water fountains, ornamental containers, and growing blossom beds, while inside the large elegance and pomp of the Turkish Renaissance design is spectacular. The interiors mix Rococo, Baroque, neoclassical, and footrest aspects, with monstrous crystal light fixtures, liberal use of gold, French-style furnishings, and also dazzling frescoed ceilings. Number 3. Chora Church. Chora means the country in Greek, and also this lovely church lay just outdoors old Constantinople's city walls. The initial Chora church was most likely developed right here in the 5th century, but what you see now is the structure's 6th restoration as it was ruined entirely in the 9th century and also underwent numerous renovations from the 11th to 14th centuries. The church is appropriately world famous for its fabulously lively 14th century mosaics, maintained virtually undamaged in the two narthexes as well as fragmentarily in the nave, and the frescoes along the walls and also domes. These amazing instances of Byzantine artistry cover a wide range of styles, from the ancestry of Christ to the New Testimony stories. Number 2. Galata Tower. This Genoese tower was constructed in the 14th century as well as is among Istanbul's majority of well-known landmarks. Take the lift or the stairways for terrific breathtaking views over the city from the top veranda. Be aware, though, that it's a super prominent site, so come early or be prepared to wait in line. Number 1. Fatih Mosque. The district of Fatih is house to this crucial mosque developed by Sultan Mehmet the Conqueror, who finally appeared Constantinople's walls, ending the Byzantine era. Constructed atop a hillside, so its several domes and also minarets soar above the area, it's a grandly enforcing building, as the very first of Istanbul's grand imperial mosques to be constructed, as well as being residence to Sultan Mehmet's tomb. It's an essential historical structure as well as a prominent trip website for residents.